Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mary Taylor, and I'm the owner of Better Day Consulting, LLC. A little bit about myself before I get into the program tonight. I spent 27 years in the Army. I retired in 2015 at the rank of E8 Master Sergeant. And two of my duty positions was in admin, personnel administrative assistant, and I also was in transportation as a senior truck master. I've owned 4 businesses, 3 of which are still active now. The first one is, of Elegant Knights Limo Party Bus, which falls under Elegant Knights Transportation Group, JT Property Management, and Better Day Consulting, LLC. I'm a board certified credit consultant, credit score consultant, and I'm certified through the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story on credit. When I was young, in my younger days, I had good credit. I didn't know I had good credit. Only thing I knew was that I paid my bills on time, and I could get anything I want, go get a car, get whatever car I wanted off the lot, get a house, have no problems with clothes or anything like that. But later on, I just started buying up properties, because everywhere I went in the military, I bought a property. So I had all these properties and apartment buildings and stuff. So in 2008, 2009, the economy started going bad. It started crashing, and people started losing their jobs. They couldn't pay their rent. I couldn't pay their rent no more, so that means I couldn't pay their mortgage. So for like 6 or 8 months, I paid mortgage out of my pockets for like $6,000 a month for like 8 months. And that was a lot of money. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to be broke after a while. And then I still not going to be able to pay for the house. So you know what I did? Like everybody else did, what? I stopped paying, I let it go. I let all of them go except my first property that I bought in Louisiana. I kept that one. But anyway, after that, I tried to start a business, which was the Elegant Knights Party Bus business. Well, of course, my credit was shot because of what I had went through. When nobody give me no loan, when nobody give me no money or nothing. And you know how you apply for stuff, and you get the little thing that say, you'll get a letter in the mail 5 to 10 days. Yeah. You already know what the deal is. You ain't getting that, so you know what? I'm like, okay, all right. So you know what? I had to dig in my pocket. I had to dig in my pocket on my own resources and pay for my bus, pay for to get it built, and start my own business out of my own pocket, which was hard because I didn't want to spend the money like that. I want to use other people's money like they say. But anyway, I got that done, and I continued to start research. I'm like, why didn't I get credit? What needs to happen? And I started doing some stuff and found out how to get business credit without using the personal credit. And I started with that with the property, with the company that I owned at the time before the party bus. And I would get credit cards and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, this is good, but my personal credit is still suck. And throughout the years, I would never try to apply for anything because I already know I'm get denied, and I was gonna have my little feelings all hurt. So I didn't apply. So so this really came to home last year when I was trying to purchase a house. I went in there with my little 585 credit score. Well, all you need is 620. I think I had a 629 for my middle score, and I'm gonna get this house. Well, anyway, some stuff happened to the house. It didn't go down. I had some stuff on my credit report that I'm like, this is not mine. And when a house that foreclosed, it foreclosed like 10 years ago, it's still showing up. No, this don't supposed to be on here. Plus some other little inconsistent, items on there. So I ended up researching how to fix my credit, how to get that off of there and stuff. And I finally figured out how to do it. And I'm like, you know what? I need to help other people, because other people go through the same thing, and they're kind of afraid or ashamed to say anything about it. They credit bad, and they know they credit bad, and so I mean, it is what it is. And so I figured out what I need to do, and I got my credit up. When I got my credit up, then I started getting credit cards, and I got a credit card for like, I ain't gonna tell you the amount, but y'all gonna borrow some money. But anyway, I got credit cards, and I got different stuff like that, and then I refinanced one of my vehicles, and with my credit being up the way it was, I saved over $250 a month on that vehicle. So that's the difference between bad credit and good credit. Yeah. But tonight, we're still going to talk about how to establish your business credit. But I just want to throw that out there to let y'all know that I don't know where y'all been, if y'all there or if y'all were there before. I've been there, so I'm not just talking, stuff that I done read in the book or anything like that. I done been there. Okay, that's enough about me. All right, this is the sign we want to see right here, approval. We always want to see the sign right here, because when you see that denied, you don't like that denied sign, that kind of like hurts your feelings. But anyway, businesses start off with credit just like a personal credit do. Business start with no credit profile, right? So they get approved for credit that reports to the business credit reporting agencies such as Dun & Bradstreet, such as Equifax and Experian. So now you build a credit profile once you get your business started. And all you got to do, of course, is pay your bills on time and don't spend much more than what you need to spend. And there are over 20 credibility points to get your business started and set up to be credible. So, and the perceptions that lenders and vendors and creditors have of your business is critical to you building a strong credit profile. And before applying for business credit, a business must ensure it meets or exceeds all lender credibility standards. So you need to find out what that lender needs if you're going to try to get a loan from them to make sure that you do qualify for it versus shooting yourself in the foot, going in there and then, oh, they didn't give me that loan, they don't like me. Well, no, you didn't have everything set the way it needs to be. And we're going to talk about some of those things. So we talked about tonight business structure. You can build a business credit with almost any corporate entity type. So if you truly want to separate your business from your personal, then you start out doing it the legal way. You either have LLC or a corporation. So unless you have a separate business entity, a corporation, or a LLC, you might be doing business, but you're not truly a business. Unless you have a separate business entity, like a corporation or LLC, you might be doing business, but you're not truly a business. Okay, ensure your business name is exactly the same as on your corporation name, corporation papers, your license, and your bank statements. So whatever, you have to research your name out there. See if your name is a double, whatever name you want to call your business, make sure it's a double out there. And whenever you get that name, make sure it's congruent through all your legal documents, like your business license, your bank statements, whatever's at the Secretary of State website, then that's what needs to be on all of your paperwork. If you got Better Day Consulting LLC as your business, then don't go filling out your application somewhere and saying Better Day, because that's not your company. Your company is Better Day Consulting LLC, or whatever your company name is. However it is at the Secretary of State's website, that's your business. All right? So you can do that for profit and non-profit, and it takes only a few minutes to do that. So you can download and fill it out, and go down there to the courthouse or send it to the Secretary of State. How you want to get it to them, just get it to them. But of course, there's a fee for that. So you're also going to need a federal tax ID number. It's free. You can get that from the IRS. Whether you have employees or not, you're going to need that. Just like you have a Social Security number, then your business have an EIN number, which is kind of like the business Social Security number. You got a 9-digit Social Security number. It's a 9-digit EIN. So, and make sure that your tax ID is listed correctly on all of your documents as well. Because you got these 9 digits, you may transpose the first 2 or the middle 3 or whatever you do. And then now you got somebody else's tax ID or you got something wrong. So when these lenders start looking at you, well, this business don't exist or it's not your business because that's not your true number. All right, apply for a DUNS number. A Dun & Bradstreet. You guys hear that often, DNB number and stuff like that. It's the largest business credit reporting agency. And in 1963, the introduction of the Data Universal Numbering System was introduced into the computer age. And the DUNS number is also a 9-digit number. So you got all these 9-digit numbers floating around here. You got yours, you got your EIN, and you got your Dun & Bradstreet number. So it's a unique and distinct number that represents whatever business in your location. So if you got a business here, 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 then all 3 of them have 3 different DUNS numbers. Business address. Yes, you need a business address. And I know we got a lot of home businesses around here, but that's okay. You guys do what you got to do what you got to do, right? So when lenders look at you, when you're getting really big up there, you're trying to get all this big money. So lenders look at you, they look at your credibility. So all these things I just talked about, they're going to be looking at that to see is you really a business or you just doing something just to be doing something trying to get their money. So don't use a P.O. box or don't use no UPS box or anything like that. And it's okay to use a virtual address because it's a building. Like for me, for example, I used to use home addresses and stuff like that. So you guys go back and look at the addresses that I use at the house that I use. I was like, no, we ain't gonna do business with her. But anyway, I've learned better along the years, and so now I have a virtual office address, and it's right downtown at the what's the name of that building down on Water Street? I think of it just a second. RSA Tower. So, you know, if you look up my address and you see RSA Tower, oh, wow. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're going to look at me different than, you know, I'm putting my little, you know, 2-bedroom house, you know, down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look at me a whole lot different. So, you know, it's only a few dollars a month. You know, more than a few dollars, but you know, it gives you the presence of a big business, a big corporation. That's what you're looking like, a big corporation. And also, I get my mail there. My mail comes there. Whatever application I fill out or whatever documents I have, all my mail goes there. And at the end of the week, they forward my mail to my home address. So I really have to never go out there unless somebody want to meet me to do something. But we can meet anywhere to do with the business that I do. So, you know, I use the virtual office just for that. So when you look up me or when they look up, oh, she has an office here, then, okay, well, they're looking like I'm legit. A home or cell phone number, a personal cell phone number, yes, it will get you red flag when you're going through the underwriting process. So, because I know some of y'all, and I ain't going to say me, but I know people that get a cell phone today, oh, this is my business number right here. And then the next 2 months, you done got me at the phone company, and you done got it cut off, so now you got to go over here to T-Mobile and get your phone. So now ain't nobody got your phone number. You got to go and give all your stuff all over again. So it's good to go ahead and get you a virtual number. You can use like a Google Voice local number, or you can get like a 800 number from like Freedom Voice or somewhere like that. Freedom Voice number is only like $10 a month, and give you the presence of being like worldwide. Because like for this company right here, I have toll-free numbers for my companies. So and then I have local numbers as well. So if you hear local, you can get my number. Or if somebody looking at me like way in Washington State somewhere, they can say, oh, she got a toll-free number, so she's a real business. All right, lenders, vendors, and creditors, and even insurance provider will verify that your business is listed in 411. So you can list your business in 411. There's a company called List Your Business or List Yourself or something like that.com. It's in one of the link is in the paperwork that I gave you guys. So a toll-free number gives your business credibility, but you also need a local number for your local people that's doing business with you as well. And fax numbers. Yes, lenders perceive a credible business as one with a fax number. Now, you ain't got to go out there and get no fax machine or anything like that. You can use these online fax numbers. I've been using Ring Signature for like over 12 years, and that's my fax number. So I can go and send a fax from my emails, or I can receive a fax to my emails. I don't have to go to like Office Depot or nothing like that to get a fax. So it's relatively inexpensive to do. And emails. We're going to talk about emails. Yes. So, you know, we have, and I didn't use it too. You know, before I knew any better, I didn't use it too. I didn't use Gmail, you know. Mine is, I ain't going to put mine out there because you know, y'all will be emailing me and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, what I've done, like if I'm doing stuff like, I'm just trying to put my information out there to test something, if I'm trying to get a free download or something like that, I got this email. It's like a dummy, it ain't a dummy email, but it's a dummy email. It's where all my junk go to, you know, and I have it at a Gmail account. So any time I want to download, because I know as soon as I download, I'm going to be on your mailing list, you can start emailing me all that stuff. So I'm not doing that. But anyway, in reference to emails, you can get your email domain at like a GoDaddy, not at GoDaddy, because when you get your domain, whatever your domain is, that's the email you want to put in front of your domain. Like that email like that, I like bad dogs 2018 at yahoo.com. You know, and you trying to get $500 out of me for something, you think I'm gonna send it to you? Oh no, I'm not. But you know, again, if I had like Mary Taylor at baddogs.com, that made me, well, maybe she breeding dogs or something like that, or she doing something with dogs or training bad dogs or something like that. So you see that it look more like a legit business. So avoid using like Hotmail and Gmail and all that kind of stuff when you're doing your business. It's okay to have that, you know, but you know, if you're really doing business with, you know, lenders and stuff like that, that's the email address you want to put on your applications. And they will research your company on the internet. So make sure you get your website and have that website up with all your company information on there. That way they don't have to kind of research, because a lot of times when you're doing stuff, you're not doing it locally. You're doing it globally. So if you're applying for a loan, it may not be in the city of Mobile. It may be in Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma. Well, the folks in Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, they can't drive by your place and see what your business look like and how it's established. But if you have everything on your internet set up, on your website set up, they can, you know, go through and look, okay, this checks on the application, this checks on the application website, match up the phone number, match up the address, match up and all that kind of stuff. Business banking history. Do I have any bankers in here tonight? Okay. Well, what I've learned is like the date you open your business bank account is the day you start business. For example, if you open your business in 1983, you done had your business in 1983, and the day you just opened the business account. Well, today you just really started business because what you done been doing between 1983 and now. I mean, I don't know. So even if you did have a bank account like a bank account that's kind of older, and you switch bank accounts, well, they have ways to go in through the banking system and see, when you establish an account. So even if you did change bank accounts later on, then, you still good. And the longer your banking history is, the better your borrowing potential. And one of the most common mistakes when building credit for your company is non-matching business addresses on your business license. And somebody and I already talked about, 2 or 3 people talked about business licenses tonight. So all this stuff, your name, your business name, your business address, all that stuff, everything needs to be congruent across every document that you put your business information on. So everything has to match. Everything has to be the same. So don't go over and putting, you got your business address over here and then, your business name over here, and then, well, I'm going to go ahead and use my home address because I want the documents to come in. No, if you got a business address, use your business address. That's where your mail come in. Because everything that you're doing is building up credibility. Because everything is going to go into the system. It's going to go into Dun & Bradstreet system. It's going to go into Equifax and Experian business system. And you're going to have all kind of mismatched documents in there. You're going to have all kind of mismatched files. So make sure everything is congruent, and I can't say that enough. And keep your business information current with all agencies. If you change your business name with this agency, do it over here. I had to do that. I changed my company name. My parent company for my transportation was Charleston Party Bus. And I transferred it here. I did a foreign entity here, and then I did a DBA because, Charleston Party Bus didn't go too well in Mobile, the city of Mobile. So we did business as Elegant Nights. Well, over the years, and I learned some other stuff like, well, when I go to try to apply for different stuff, or even insurance, and they look at Party Bus, well, Party Bus is risky. It's too high. So I had to go back and revamp and change the name of the business to Elegant Nights Transportation Group on my legal documents, and that's what's on my legal documents right now. So, in a DBA or anything else I put out, it may be a little, hey, this is what I'm doing around here, Party Bus, yeah, I'm a Party Bus lady. But my legal documents is Elegant Nights Transportation Group, LLC. So y'all can look that up too. So now let's talk about building business credit. So business credit, of course, is not automatic. It can be done quickly and much more quicker than building your personal credit. In doing so, vendors are a big part of your process. Now, we're going to talk about trade credits, and these are often like net 7, net 10, net 14, net 30. You guys hear most of the net 30 is the bigger one that you may hear about. Net 55, net 60, net 90-day terms. And vendor accounts will approve quickly, but you need to make sure that they report at least one credit reporting agency, business credit reporting agency, not on the personal side, just on the business side. And some of the places that you can start out getting vendor credit is like a place like Quill and Uline, and I've used them before to get my businesses started and ordering stuff from like supplies and paper and ink. I do a lot of ink printing at home, so I order stuff from there. So then when I get the invoice, then I turn around and pay it. So now I get a good payment history because they're going to report that to DNB or an Experience. So they're going to report it to one of the business credit agencies. So now I'm getting credibility in the system. So y'all see how this thing is building. Everything has to be congruent along the line, and everything has to be right. Then you pay your bills on time, so you even better. Then once you have about 5 of those vendor accounts, then you're going to move on to revolving store. And that's like Walmart and Amazon and Dell. And I roll Amazon out. And because I do a lot of stuff on Amazon. I order a lot of stuff through Amazon as well. So, and a revolving account is one that you pay the minimum due. You pay the minimum due every month. You can pay it off if you want to, but at least the minimum due needs to be paid out so you won't go into any kind of default, or so your credit report won't look like you being late paying, and then you become more high risk to these other lenders who are going to be looking at you soon. These accounts are reported to Experian, DNB, and sometimes Equifax. And you use your EIN number to get credit for these. You don't use your social security number. So if they try to say, hey, you need to use the social security, no, I'm doing this on my business side and I want to use my EIN or my tax ID. And someone may ask you for your Dun and Bradstreet number. So those are the numbers you use. You avoid using your social security number because that's going to reflect on your personal side, and we're trying to build up the business side. So you remember these two different entities. You got you over here, and then you got your business over here. So that's like two different people. Because why? You got two different numbers. You got the social security number for you, and you got the EIN and your tax, EIN and your Dun and Bradstreet number for the business. So when you have 8 to 10 accounts reporting, you'll move on to stuff like fleet cards, like BP, Conoco, Shell, and stuff like that. Now, I do have these cards. I have about three different fuel cards because, of course, I'm a transportation business and I need those. So you can use these to buy, repair, and maintain your vehicles. And then when you're responsible enough and pay your bills on time, then you can move on to cash credit cards and stuff like Visa and MasterCard. So you guys see how we starting out with these smaller vendors accounts, and then we're working our way up to these revolving accounts and cash accounts, and now we're up to like credit cards. So now we're up to like Visa, MasterCard, and American Express and stuff like that. All of this is still in a business name, not in your personal social security card. This is in the business using your EIN number, right? And with 10 accounts reporting to Dun and Bradstreet and Experian, then you have those trade references there. Then you can move on up to the high limit stuff, you know, like $10,000 credit limits and getting commercial vehicles and stuff like that. So that's something you want to consider. So when doing so, if you guys can see this chart, it kind of breaks down on the paydex scoring and what it looks like. You can take a look at it, but it tells you when people talk about, oh, you need an 80 paydex score. Well, if you see where it comes at 70, where it says 14 days beyond terms, that means that you kind of 14 days late. So try to make your payments on time. And let's talk about NAV. NAV is the only source for business and personal credit score access. You can access your business and you can access your personal scores there. And also, they give you tips on building your business there. They give you step-by-step walkthrough. Did you do this? If you did that, go to next. If you did that, go to next. And they'll walk you through the steps. Or you can pay me to do it. So.
You want to get paid to do it.
All right. All right, Coach, good business credit scores help you get good loans. And you know, it shows. Lenders will see that you're paying your debt. If you're paying your debt, lenders will see that because your scores is going to be where they need to be. And always use your credit responsibly. If you don't need it, don't use it. And here are some links and websites to help you along your journey.